Donna, I'm back again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're someone who's been here before, welcome to you and thank you for coming back. Today, first I just want to talk about why I do eBaying. I have a full-time job, but I do eBaying as a hobby because basically I just like buying things, and if I'm in a charity shop and I see something that's too good to miss, I know I can't leave it behind. So the thinking behind it is, if I ever lose my job, eBaying would be something I would want to consider doing as a full-time job. So at the moment, although I don't put a lot on there and I don't sell a lot on there, it kind of like, it doesn't really matter as such to me, because it's not what I'm relying on as an income. But I love watching other reselling videos of people who actually do it for a living, because it kind of like inspires me that it can be done. You know, if you do it regularly on a daily basis and you put the effort in, you know, you will get your rewards for it. Whereas at the moment with me, because I don't put a lot on and I don't put that much time into it or effort into it, I mean, I haven't listed anything new for a while now. I have sold one item. I'll show you. It's already packed up. This item was something that I had in a job lot of stuff. I think it was about £10 for a job lot of quite a few things. And I sold this. I'm going to have to wrap it back up. It's some hard money to watch, doesn't it? So that cost me about 50p, and I think I sold that for 20 something pounds. So happy days. But unfortunately, you don't get stuff like that every day. And the reason why I would like to do reselling rather than do another sort of job other than the job that I'm doing, which I've been doing forever, is because when I had my son, when I was I 29 when I had him? Yeah, it's 29. I went back to work part-time because we couldn't really afford, it was a bit of a catch-22, couldn't afford not to work, couldn't afford to work sort of thing full-time, because just the childcare fees were a joke, like, you know. So I went back part-time. My mum at the time and Liam's mum helped out with the childcare then, but to make up my money I had several weekend jobs, and then weekend jobs, well, they paid the bills, but well, I wasn't happy doing any of them, if I'm honest. I should have wrote a list. I think it's the case sometimes, it's not what you know, it's who you know, because all of my part-time jobs, which I'm super grateful for the people who got me the jobs, like I say, it helped out at a time when we needed help, like, you know. One of the jobs was I was a driver for a friend of mine at the weekends. Do you remember the olden days where people used to go around the pubs with a bucket, a sealed bucket, and it was for charity? I used to be a driver for one of them companies. I just used to drive around on the nights, all the pubs, while she did the collecting. So that was the one job I did. Another job, I was a cleaner in a hospital. I didn't stick that out too long, if I'm honest, because it was in a ward. I think it was called the palliative care ward. I'm not quite sure what it was. It was basically the people in there was seriously ill. And if you watch my last video, I shouldn't laugh, but I can't cope with people who are ill. I know, like I say, most people can, but me, and when somebody's actually physically ill, I just don't know what to do. I'm basically useless. So although I was just cleaning in there, I just found it really hard seeing people who wasn't very well. So I only stuck that out for a few weeks. I only got that job as well. My sister's friend was working there, so I was fortunate enough to hear about the job through them. And after all, I think they had to do, is it CBA check? You know, they'd have to do all the checks on you. So I didn't stick that out very long. Another job which I did for a while, working Fridays and Saturdays sometimes, because the company that I work for at the moment, we do our full-time hours Monday to Thursday. So I think I was doing sometimes Friday, mainly Saturdays there. That was a garden centre in Droitwich. So that again was a job that I got because my sister-in-law used to work there part-time as well, and she told me that there was a job vacancy and all that. So again, I got the job through somebody, like I say, somebody who I knew. That was okay. I've got to be honest, that was an okay job. It was a bit boring because I was in the clothing department, and at weekends they didn't like you putting out stock. They basically wanted you to be like customer friendly and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not a people person, so I've got to admit I struggled with that. So yeah, that was okay. It was all right, but it was a bit boring. And sometimes if my legs used to ache doing that as well, just walking round and round all day, picking stuff off the floor. So I stuck that out for a while. It must have been over a year then. I think I might be getting all these in the wrong order. And then I'm trying to think. The other job that I had that I stuck out the longest was in a nightclub. Again, I got that through my sister-in-law. She told me it was in the cloakroom reception, and eventually I did the bar work as well. I was rubbish at that because I used to give everybody the wrong drinks. But I did mainly for the first year. I was in the cloakroom, and that was is it the gay village in Birmingham? Because I didn't realise my sister-in-law at the time was quite a well-known DJ there, because she'd played it down like she'd never said before. So she said, "Oh, I'll show you where it is if you give me a lift." Like what? So we pulls up outside the nightclub, and I seen big pictures of her, massive big posters, and she's all on the posters. And I'm like, "How come you're on the posters?" She says, "Oh, I'm the resident DJ." Like, you know, I'm like, "Oh yeah." Like, we didn't even know because she never even said anything. So I stuck that out. Was it nearly 2 years? Sometimes Fridays, mainly Saturdays, but sometimes Fridays, in the cloakroom. And I remember at the time, it was when X Factor was starting, and it was a real big thing. So at the weekends, all the contestants that got kicked off the show would be there. Never got to see them, just could hear them. And it was winter, and everybody in winter has heavy coats. And I'm not kidding you, that job nearly killed me. Minimum wage as well. You give up your weekend for a minimum wage job. I think that was 8 till 6 in the morning on the Saturdays. But Sully, my son at the time, was a toddler. So I'd get home about 6:30, 7:15, try and get my head down for an hour or so, and then Sunday just do my normal stuff, and then I'll be back at work Monday. So, but we needed the money, basically. We just needed the cash. So done that, and then they changed it round. They had a refurb and they changed it round. So the cloakroom was basically facing the wall. And I just thought that was really odd. So I was in there before, where it was faced before, you could see people coming in and out. So you could say hello to everyone who was walking in if they didn't have the coats and that. You'd say hello. But when they'd done the refurb and turned it completely round, I thought, I don't like this. I'm facing a wall, literally facing a wall, unless somebody came with the coat. That, like I said, that job, coats are so heavy, and drunk people are not funny. They think they're funny, but they're not. But 6 o'clock in the morning, when you're due to clock off and you got some fool coming down who's lost a ticket for the coat, they're not funny. You just have your coat and go away. I should have finished 5 minutes ago. You know. Anyway, I'll stop moaning about that because it helped at the time when I needed the money. But when they changed it round and I was facing the wall, I says, could I go on the bar? Because I just couldn't take looking at a wall, you know. So I did the bar for about a month. And then I realised I was a terrible barmaid. So after that, I just handed in my notice. I just thought, it isn't worth ruining my weekends. It just wasn't worth it. Like I say, it was a minimum wage job. There was no perks. I don't know if other people get perks working at a nightclub, but I didn't get no perks. You didn't get to meet any stars. You hardly got a break. It was long hours. It ruined my weekends. I know people love nightclubs, don't they? I know people work in nightclubs and love it, but I didn't love it. Not one bit. And I'd never go back, won't you? Probably wouldn't have me now. I'm a bit too old, you know. But at the time, like I say, I was grateful for the job and it helped out. And I think, is there any more jobs that I did? I think after I left there was a bar job going at the local social club down the road. Again, I think my mother-in-law got me that job. And I only stuck that out for a month because I just thought, bar working for me. I just can't do bar work. It was just, like I said, at the nightclub, you just had hordes of people coming at you, all shouting their orders. And it was quite stressful. So, yeah, so me and bar work don't go. But I know I've gone completely off the subject. But basically, sorry, my point was, eBay, although I suppose you're working, you have got a boss, eBay is your boss and the customers are your boss. At least you can work at your own pace and you ain't got loads of people shouting at you. You haven't got to deal with, sorry to say this, ill people. And you're not going to ruin your weekend and be completely knackered and have lost all use in your arms. Like I said, that nightclub, then coats. And the rails were really high as well, and I'm only short. You know, so lifting the coats up for them rails, the pain in my arms, some nights I'd be driving, well, mornings it was when I'd be driving home, I could barely lift my arms. Like I said, I'd have to go to work Monday as well, and it was just a killer. So I would never go back to them jobs again. That's why I just kind of feel, if I lost my job, the job that I'm doing at the moment, eBay would be the thing I'd want to do. Amazon, I have tried to sell jewellery on Amazon, costume jewellery, which I used to buy from China, just cheap costume jewellery, and it did sell on Amazon. They were quite good sellers, but the fees on Amazon are so high. When I used to do my shipping to Italy and France and all that, I'd have lots of items go missing, to the point I actually got banned to sell to Italy because that many items went missing. And after a while I just thought, this isn't worth it. It ain't worth coming home from work packing £4 necklaces up just to have them go missing. I mean, it wasn't all the time, but it just seemed like a lot of work and effort for very little reward. So I'm not doing Amazon. I don't think, something will have to drastically change on Amazon for me to want to go back. And Etsy, I might have a look into Etsy at some point. And I like the idea of Poshmark. I'm sure I seen a video the other week of somebody saying about it. Poshmark don't charge until the item's sold. But if Poshmark ever come to the UK, that would be great. But I don't know if and when they ever will. But I could put my shoes on there. But anyway, so I've rambled on quite long enough. So I'm going to get my shoes to show you. They're coming now. Hang on. I've got my bags of shoes. I think what would be best if I just show you them and tell you what I hope to get for them. I mean, as we know with eBay, something's only worth what somebody's prepared to pay in it. I mean, I wasn't trying to pick shoes up, but I just seem to be drawn to shoes. There's a couple of other things I'll show you at the end, but I'll go through all the shoes. I'll try and go through them really, really quick. These are like, it's going to be dark in here. I have bought a light. I'll show you it at the end, but obviously it's not on at the moment, but I'll show you these shoes. These are Clark's shoes, and they were £5. They're like, you call it like crocodile type. I can't tell if they're brown or burgundy, but they're in really good nick, look. That's first pair. Next is this another pair? Clark's again. And they were £4. Whoa, hang on. Again, look, they're in really good condition. Just need a little wipe over. Another pair of Clark's. Hang on, all undone. Another pair of Clark's. I think these are, yeah, these are new. These were £5, and these are these are new. Oh, are they? I think they are. That looks like just where a bit of stickers been. New. Has it got the price on how much they were originally? I think it has, but I can't see. Can you see? There should be a price on there, but I can't see. Might be glasses. But they're new, and they were £5. So that's one bag. And another bag. Oh, these aren't very nice. These are a bit crannified, but and they're massive. Look at the size of them. Pair of Hotter, and they haven't got a price on, so I'm wondering if I got these out the pound. Brand new. A big size. Size 8 or 9. Is that a 9? 8 or 9. I have to put my glasses on when I list them. And they have no price on. So I'm wondering if I got them out the pound basket out the front. So brand new Hotter. Clark's, K Clark's. These were in the pound rail, look, in the pound basket. They're a bit grannified, but what do they call it? Fugly. Ugly. Grannified, I call them. So I'll put them on. I don't know how much for. I'm going to have to do a bit of research. Another pair of Clarks. This like Clarks, man. These were £3.50. What do you call them? Moccasins. But again, they're in really good condition. Need a bit of a clean up there. I'll clean everything before I put them on anyway, when I eventually put them on. This is actually a bag. I just like this bag. It weighs a ton. It was £3 and it's a leather one. Where's it from? River Island. I don't know how much it's worth, but I have had a look. Somebody's got one on for about a £5, and I was watching it and they sent me an offer for £4. So I've had to unwatch it because I bet they're thinking, will you stop watching my item if you're not going to buy it? So, but their picture's a bit rubbish. Well, if it's yours, I hope you don't be offended, but their picture is like in a dark room and you could just see it hanging like that and you can barely see it, but it's really heavy and it's real leather. So I'm going to put it up for more than a £5 because it cost me, what did I say? It cost me £3. So I'm not putting it on for a £5. I want to put it on for a little bit more than that. So is this the last bag? No. This is the last. What's in it? This shoe feels a bit heavy. Oh yeah, these are from the shop down the road, which they don't have prices on. You have to ask what the price is. And these were, which she charged me £3. I can't even pronounce the name. Caramera or something. But they're in really good condition. Need a bit of a clean. But she charged me £3 for them. Put them over there. And another pair of, I think this is the last, these are men's shoes again. And they don't hang on one. These I got from, it was jumbo sale down the road, but it was a little bit pricier than the normal jumbo sale. And the woman was asking me, these are, sorry, brand new Clarks men's shoes. I asked her how much they was, and she was like, well, how much do you want to give me? And I'm like, I don't know. So it's £4, she went £5, and I was like, oh, okay, like, because they're brand new, but never been worn. But they were from a jumbo sale, which was down the road, which didn't have a lot in it. It was like the world's smallest jumbo sale. So that's all my shoes. So what I got now, this was again from the shop that doesn't have any prices on. It's Build-A-Bear, which says Bear, I think this is 50p, Bear Workshop, is it? Bear Factory. I assume Build-A-Bear, Bear Factory is the same thing. I'm not 100% sure. But it's, what is it? It's rabbit. Is it a rabbit? Yeah, I think it's a rabbit. So that was 50p. And then I'm on my last bag now, which is heavy. DVDs. Hang on, you know. DVDs. I've got, these are, they charge 20p each for DVDs, and there's 3 in them. Criminal Minds. It's all brand new and sealed. Look, it's not a Poundland one. Look, it's properly sealed. And then again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 people. 80p. And that is, who is that? Grey's Anatomy. And again, that's brand new and sealed. And then the last one, there's a shop down the road which is moving premises, and the first week they had everything for, excuse me, £1 because they were relocating, a bit of fur or something on that teddy. And then when we went in last week, they had everything for 50p, but clothes, there was nothing left. It was a bit tatty. But I seen this in there a few weeks ago. So this was 50p, and it's Ricky Gervais's The Office. I don't know if it's books or what. I don't know. Or DVDs. Anyway, that was 50p, and again, it's brand new and sealed. Where's me? Oh, I can't scan it because I'm using my phone. I was going to scan it. I'm sure I did scan it and see it was worth about a tenner. I can't quite remember. But I thought for 50p it's worth a go, innit? So that's everything. I'll show you my new light. Basically, I'd like to thank everybody who watches my videos, because I know my reselling videos do get more views than my other videos, but I like doing all sorts of videos if I'm honest. Like, but how long have I been doing videos? About a year. And was it last month I got a YouTube payment, £65, which I'm absolutely over the moon about. So thank you to big thanks to everybody who watches my videos. And if you watch the ads, brilliant, thank you. But obviously I know people don't want to watch the ads because we're a bit boring, some of them, aren't they? But thank you to everyone who watches the videos. It all helps. And so that I had a payout of £65, which to me is brilliant. I don't do YouTube to make money, but getting paid for it is just, it's brilliant. I know I keep saying brilliant, but to get paid just for talking, it's madness to me. It's madness. Just me sitting here talking to the camera, like, you know, actually earned me some money. So I thought I'll reinvest it in something that I should be using now because it's going quite dark. And I'll show you what I've got within a packet. I've opened it up a little bit. It can't. How much did it come to? It come to a bit over 65. With this, it's a light. This yellow bit comes off. I thought this yellow bit didn't come off at first. I was a bit worried. And it's got a stand and everything, so I'll put that down there so I don't break it. And oh, hang on, come on it. Hang on. Oh, I probably broke it. And this, I'm still using my Poundland one at the moment, but it's like a stand for your camera. So I've got to get everything out and work it out. But basically I used my money that I made off YouTube to buy these items. I thought reinvest it because it was money that I never had before, money that I didn't think I was going to get. So I'm just chuffed because that's a lot of money, isn't it? Like, you know, I know these big YouTubers probably earn that every day, like, and fair play to them, but to me to get that is amazing, and I'm over the moon. But you guys, thank you. If it wasn't for you guys watching my videos, I wouldn't have got that money. I don't know when my next payout will probably be another 6 months from now, but to me it's like money for nothing, if I'm honest, because I'm just talking and I enjoy the interaction when you guys speak to me and give me advice or make comments or, you know, whatever you do. Even the thumbs up are brilliant, or even just watching all helps. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to subscribe, that'd be brilliant. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that'd be great as well. But I don't do anything reselling or anything there. It's just random memes. Like I said, I used to think they were called memes, but they're called memes. But I just do random things that make me smile. And just, I think, well, if they make me smile, they might make somebody else smile. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the same username, Donna the Brummy. Because I thought keep it all the same. So have a good weekend if it's the weekend when you're watching this. If it's in the week or whatever you're doing, have fun. Take care. Bye.